Okay, so yet here we are again with another fun update with the Maltese that had the injury during grooming today. I have been going back and forth with her this morning with some text messages. She's being absolutely ridiculous and accusatory, and I'll just go ahead and just read you the email, or I'm sorry, the text messages, and you guys can hear it for yourself. I don't even know what to do at this point besides get a lawyer because she's crazy or something. I don't know. She's being very, very un I don't even know the word. Just Okay, here we go. So, anyways, good morning, Jesse. I viewed all 4 videos. I have several questions for you. How long have you been making videos while grooming my dog? I also heard yesterday when we were on the speakerphone, you told the veterinarian that Biscuit was difficult to groom, but in your video, you said he was easy to do. I'm confused. What made yesterday's groom any different than others? Normally, you'd be done within an hour, and yesterday it took over an hour, and then that's when I came out because I was really concerned because I saw you walking him outside with the leash, and I do not put leashes on his neck, period. From what I can tell from the videos, it seems as though you were being rather rough with Biscuit, adjusting his legs. We have a follow-up appointment in 4 weeks. I will make an appointment Monday and let you know the date and time. He is still in pain. He is walking with his back hunched up. Did not avoid or eliminate a stool after the vet yesterday. He did void this morning, and I responded with, I always take before and afters of all my grooms. This was the first time with him since he was so fluffy. I knew it was a good transformation video. He's easy to groom, as in he doesn't bite me or try to jump off the table. As far as cooperating, that's a different story altogether. I did say as well that Maltese are very typically a very challenging breed to groom because of the fluxating patella. Nothing was any different than any other grooming except for exactly what the vet said, which is that he was showing signs of degenerative disc disease, and the resistance from trying to jump out of the bathtub probably tweaked his neck. It took longer yesterday because I tried to potty him twice, thinking he had, excuse me, to poop. He's always been very combative with the process, and I was hoping him eliminating himself would ease his comfort level of tucking and sitting, which was unsuccessful. I also have a video of him walking from my van to your house, and he wasn't limping or showing any signs of pain. It also took longer because he was so long and matted. I had to take extra time due to the extended drying process and rinsing the thick hair, and it also takes longer to scissor him up evenly. It's impossible to groom a dog in an exact amount of time unless I stop mid-grooming. This is why I have a 2-hour grace period for each client, an hour for driving time plus a 2-hour grace period for each client, an hour for driving time plus an hour for grooming. Biscuit is not a Maltese, he is a Maltipoo. It would have been made sense to let me know at the time that he was difficult to groom. These are things that I needed to know the first time you groomed him. What is really interesting is that the previous groomer complimented Biscuit on how cooperative he is and said she knew exactly what to do. He loved the groomer very much, and she never had any problems out of him. I am kind of disappointed in you and knowing that this is a small dog and you had difficulties in breeding him, and you knowing the physical challenges that they have with their anatomy, that you should have known to say something to me because it's very easy to hurt Biscuit. I listened to your explanation, and it seemed as if you were trying to cover up something, and then for you to switch up and tell the vet that he was difficult to groom, but you have never said anything to me about it. Felicia, all dogs are difficult to groom, sometimes impossible. Ask any veterinarian in America or groomer. I can't help how your dog responds to grooming. All I can do is my best ability that he allows. I would say if he's so happy with his other groomer, that's where he needs to continue his grooming from now on. I understand that you are disappointed, but I did everything in the complete professional manner, which and was completely honest and clear and upfront with the situation. I even paid for the entire vet bill and his medications, which were legally not my responsibility. Now you're even accusing me of covering up some negligence, even after I was completely clear about the situation from the beginning and even offered to drive him to the vet when you refused to take him to Overland Park over the phone. I understand that you are upset about his injury, but insinuating I did something to intentionally harm your dog is just slander, and I'm not okay with that. I take my profession and my business extremely serious, and my only goal is to groom dogs in the safest process. I'm not sure what else I can do to help you feel better about this or rectify the situation And even after a full emergency assessment, you are still being accusatory. I paid for the entire thing, including the meds, because you weren't going to, and my first priority was his safety. I even called 3 different veterinary hospitals. I recommend that you are upfront with your future groomer and that he has degenerative issues and a fluxating patella and may resist heavily to grooming. She should bathe and dry him and groom him with the harness around his chest and not his neck to help prevent him over exaggerating a muscle in the future grooming session. But they should be aware that he will slip out of the harness when it's secured on his chest only. I wish you the best of luck in finding a groomer that can meet your needs. I apologize that I am not able to give you the resolution you need. She responds with, "You are not honest with me or the vet. Today you said he had issues in the bathtub. I had zero intention of asking you to groom Biscuit. Now what you should do is refuse to groom dogs that are difficult. I am done with now you what you should have done is refuse to groom dogs that are difficult. I am done with the conversation. However, you are not done. He has a follow-up visit." Which I responded with, "That's how all dogs act during grooming. I don't understand what you're upset about. When I did tell you he did good, I'm referring to he didn't get aggressive or poop during the process. I'm glad he has a follow-up appointment. I hope he stays rested and heals quickly. I will not, however, pay anything else towards Biscuit's health care." And then it went undelivered for about 2 hours, so I'm assuming she must have blocked me right after that. But when I opened this up just here to read it to you guys just now, it says it's delivered. So she must have unblocked my text and she got my message. It doesn't say she's read it, but it doesn't mean that she just didn't turn the red receive off. But yeah, sounds like I'm gonna have to get a lawyer and this is going to get ugly because this lady is just being absolutely unmanageable. I don't any advice? Because I have no idea what to do at this point besides call a lawyer. And if she posts anything on social media about me abusing her dog, I will sue her for slander and defamation of character because I spend my whole life making sure I'm a good groomer and I do the right thing and I do it. I love dogs more than anything, and I can never imagine intentionally hurting dogs. So, and this can be very debilitating for my business, if she goes on saying I'm abusing her dog. So we'll stay tuned, guys. I better not hear anything else from this lady.